Here's another way to explain the problem. The black chick in that picture is also what a wise man would say is not so smart. Okay? They're not so smart. Okay? And she thinks it's weird, and it's weird what they're doing. They're not so smart. They're not so smart. They're not so smart. They're not so smart. Okay? And they're not so smart. And most females, okay, fit in these categories. There's a lot of gay guys who try to fit in the categories too. Most people, a lot of conservatives, what have you. They're not so smart. Okay? They're not so smart. They're not so smart. Okay? Now, some of you might say, well, how do you know that? Well, I've studied people for a long, long time as a brain surgeon's son. Okay? And look at this picture right here, Dumb and Dumber. It's their own culture's argument to present dumb people in a way that looks like them, just because they're making a little bit weirder of a face than they are. Okay, it doesn't mean that it's not obvious the commonalities. Look at that carefully. 3, 2, 1, 0. Let's go over here and look at the scoffers. Scoffers are dumbasses. They're fools in the Bible, for example. Scoffers, mockers. Dumb and dumber's dumb. The dumb jock. They're making some kind of goofy, out-of-touch face. Dumb. Okay? When somebody makes a more serious face and they have a more serious life, they're smarter because life is serious. 9 million people starve to death every year. If 9 million people starve to death every year and you commonly act like this, why 3 million of them children, 10,000 children starve to death a day, and you say, hey, I'm not thinking about that, okay, it affects your brain function every generation, okay, until you're a complete demon idiot. They're on the verge of becoming that inside it for nothing else, okay? What do they have in common with these guys over here? They're blocking out the part of the brain that says that has to do with consciousness and judgment, right? The frontal lobe is being interfered with by their repetition, their repetitive behaviors, and their conscious decisions. And their stupidity led them to the conscious decisions. Okay, so why is this chick posing on purpose on a book or a movie called Dumb Blonde? Is that a genius move? And look at her face and look at theirs. Almost identical. Okay? And again, in case you didn't get the first time, look at the Dumb and Dumber. Look at the guy on the right, with this blonde-haired guy. His face is like theirs. Like doesn't know what he's doing in life. Okay, that guy makes faces similar to this guy, except for he happens to be making a dumb jock face instead of the Dumb and Dumber face. If you don't know that I'm right, you're an idiot. That's why a nerd in their own dictionaries describe themselves as foolish and contemptible and boringly studious, right? Foolish and contemptible. Okay? The angry redneck guy, he's dumb too. Okay? So there's a bunch of dummies everywhere, and there's a bunch of robocops and psychopaths that work for the state that enforce the stuff. Okay, and there's a bunch of autistic looking people, and I'm not making fun of them. I'm saying this is the problem. And it's stupid to think that they shouldn't submit to me when I was younger, you could tell I'm far more intelligent. That's me at 17 years old or so. Far more intelligent than they are. Okay, at 17, I was more intelligent than these people at 19 and 20. And when they get older, I'm more intelligent than they're 25, 30. Okay? It is fucking retarded to think they can just edit a few pictures, change my voice, and magically you miss the point and think that I'm crazy. Anyone who falls into that trap is a stupid fuck. You can tell immediately as I get older that I'm far, far, far more intelligent than they are. Okay? Compare me in this picture after they edited to reduce the look of intelligence and handsomeness and so on and so forth to them in this picture. You can tell I'm far more intelligent. If you can't tell, then you have a problem with your analytical skills, your critical thinking, your deductive reasoning. Think about it. That has to do with brain function and nature and nurture.